Hey everyone, I was about to head out to do my daily 1 mile run. I actually just started getting back into running, which is pretty exciting. I've been posting some updates out on other social media, Instagram and Facebook, and wanted to put a video out here real quick on YouTube since I haven't really done an actual video in a while. I do have some video to edit, and I'll be getting to that within the next week or so, but figured I would just give a quick update on what I'm up to. So as you can see here from this little burn pile, I'm actually going to be doing some more burning. I have all sorts of construction debris and everything in different parts of the property, and so I plan on burning a lot of that down. I have a 10-yard dumpster, I'll show you that in a minute, down the driveway that I ordered and is here, so I plan on putting any stuff I can't burn into that, and they'll haul that away in about a month or so when I'm done with it. And I've been working on expanding the yard. So I got the backhoe and I've been digging out this hill, and I'm going to go back and take out some more trees up there, which is also going to be creating a lot more firewood. And speaking of firewood, I also been working on cutting and splitting firewood with a friend. We've been doing like a firewood share. So basically he comes over and helps me cut and split firewood and fill up these wood sheds, and he takes home half of what we produce that day. So that's been working out pretty good. I think he'll be coming by again tomorrow. The solar kiln update on that, their wood that's in there is dry, and it's been dry, but the problem is I haven't had a great place to store dry lumber. But I have come up with a solution to that, and I'll show you that in a minute. Which means I'll also be able to start milling a lot more wood, which is going to be great. I can't wait to get that done, because I still have a crazy pile of logs back here, and I have more logs coming from one of the guys that follow me on Facebook. He contacted me. He's local in New Hampshire here, and he has a tree service and was looking to see if I was interested in any logs. So I think sometime this weekend I'll be getting a load of cherry and maple, and I'll be able to start milling these on the mill. It's been so long since I've done any milling, there's actually weeds growing up in between. We have gotten a lot of rain lately, so that's been kind of also preventing me from doing much outside. I've also been moving a lot of the material that's over there that I've been removing from the hill and bringing it over here to expand the yard a little bit more and bring this level of the yard up. And once I get all these logs that are up here milled, I'm hoping to move this whole operation down to the other property and also clean up this whole mess back here. So, and I still have the trailer down there that I need to put the mill on, which will be what I do before I bring it over to the other property. I'll mount it to the trailer, and then I will bring it over to the other property, and my plan is to build a pole barn over there, and I have some material to get started on that. And I actually have a volunteer to help me who's actually very interested in helping me out, which is one of my neighbors. I also picked this up at a local Ford dealer. They took this in probably, I think, on a trade, and they pretty much gave the guy practically nothing for it because it has some rust and rot mostly on the bed. Their rocker panels here are all rotted out, but I've done those before, so that's going to be an easy fix. The four-wheel drive shifter came off of the transfer case linkage, which is a very simple thing. It's just getting a new shifter and reattaching it. Otherwise, it's a great F-250 four-wheel drive and only a little over 100,000 miles on it, and I got it really cheap. Really cheap. I couldn't turn it down. I actually made them such a low offer, I thought they were going to laugh at me and tell me to leave, and instead they accepted my offer. So I was pretty excited about that. And we got our regular trash dumpster up here. I'm hoping to move that down back to the bottom of the driveway so they can pick it up again next week. Also, that truck was a great deal even without this, but the truck also came with a hydraulic plow with a quick attach mount setup on it. I have no need for a plow, as you know. I have the backhoe loader and I have a skid steer, so I really don't need a plow. So I'm probably going to sell that plow for almost what I paid for the whole truck. So that's going to work out really well. So now I'm coming down the driveway here. This Jeep here is sold, so that'll be gone soon. The Honda Pilot that we had is just sold, and that left yesterday, which is also helping pay for that truck. There's a bunch of wood and stuff here along the driveway that I need to clean up, so I'm going to get that done. Still got some pallets and stuff that I got to clean up here. I'm going to bring those up to the burn pile and get rid of those. And everyone knows my trusty log trailer. Still got some logs on it that I got to get off. So I'll get those off of there, and I'm probably going to have to pull up my chainsaw mill to mill one of those. The other one I don't know how I'm going to mill unless I get a bigger chainsaw mill, which is a possibility. I also picked up a new trailer. It's a 16-foot car trailer in excellent condition with operational brakes, 2 5/16 ball hitch, and all working lights. The deck is in fabulous shape. The frame is mint. The tires are in great shape. And it has ramps in the back with a pivot point, which is also going to be great for putting a log arch on. So I have a local welder, a guy who's going to help me put together a nice log arch for this. So basically just some steel to go over the top that I can bring the logs on with. I could probably even incorporate those ramps into that whole plan. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait to get done doing that. And then of course the kids go-kart down here. They were playing around, driving that around, and broke the chain on it, and the brakes aren't working good, so I'm ordering some stuff for that. I'm going to get that fixed for them. So if anyone's interested in seeing me do that, let me know. I can show you what we're doing with that. And this is the 10-yard dumpster that we picked up. So we're going to be doing a lot of cleanup here. And this is kind of all the scrap pine cutoffs that I don't really burn in my wood stove. And it's just a kind of a free pile that I put here down towards the bottom of my driveway for people to come by. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I'm just using my cell phone to record this. So people can come by and just grab free wood. Right now I don't really have time to cut and split campfire wood, but when I do, I'll probably sell that. I also have an old truck cap and an old 55-gallon drum over here at the bottom of the driveway, and a bunch of this scrap that's got to go. So I'm going to burn that stuff, and I'm going to crush that cap and shove it into the dumpster along with the tires and the 55-gallon drum. So that'll clean that up all nicely. So this is another thing. I think I was talking about these. This is a 20-foot shipping container that I'm going to use to store dry lumber. It is got really good seals on it. It's totally waterproof, leak-proof, and completely dry inside, even on the rainiest days. I've been checking it, and it seems to work really well. I haven't put anything in it yet, but this will be full of dry lumber that comes out of the solar kiln, so that's going to be really helpful. And the fact that I have it on the other property here down towards the bottom of the driveway will make it easier for people to come by and pick up lumber, slabs and that sort of thing when they want to buy it. Also, I'm hoping to put a catalog together as I put the dry lumber in there, taking pictures of it and kind of inventorying it, so people can go onto the website and see what I have before they come out and kind of pick out what they want. And then I can either have it ready for them, or they can just show up and look through what I have, try to make that process a lot easier. Also, down here on the property, I just set up this little temporary canopy with the splitter, and I plan on, whenever I'm going to work on splitting wood, I'm just going to drive it down here to the bottom of the driveway from the woods or wherever, drop it here, cut it up, split it, and then stack it, and then have it ready. I'll just probably park my truck right up here, throw it into the bed, and bring it up to the wood sheds and stack it. So trying to make things a little bit more organized. And so I still have quite a bit of stuff to cut and split. Big pile back here. And I'm going to get quite a bit more actually, because I'm also working back here, as you can see the machines are back here, on clearing a site back here for a pole barn, which is going to produce a lot of trees for firewood, maybe some for the mill too, although I have plenty right now. This is where I'm hoping I also will have a landing for when those logs arrive. And that person who's going to be supplying those logs will actually become a regular supplier of nice logs for the mill. So, as you can see, I'm working on clearing this site. We've actually cleared quite a bit around here. Ripped down some trees. Still working on cleaning this up. And I got my machines both down here. So I'm working on cleaning up this area. Getting this all cleared out. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but it's a bit sloping. The property slopes quite a bit. So I'm going to try to pull some material in from these side hills to try to level it a little bit better. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to build a pole barn out here, so it doesn't have to be great. So that's what I'm working on out here, and I'll update you as I make more progress, and you can see kind of where I'm headed with it. And I'll talk, of course, in more upcoming videos about the plans and things that I'm working on. And one other thing, it looks like there's a very good chance that I will have a shop locally that I'll be able to rent out, so I can bring down things that I make and maybe slab woods and things like that and be able to sell them locally in a shop right on the main road down here. And when I get that set up, which is going to be, you know, down the road in the future, I will definitely take you down there and show you what that's all about. So I think there's a lot of pretty cool things coming. I also had my welder friend here come out and put the thumb on the backhoe, which has been working out really well. So a lot of great stuff happening. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of videos or any videos in the last couple weeks, but I've just been trying to get caught up and get better organized, just so I can get more things done in a more organized way. I just felt very disorganized. So I am just about to head out here to go on my run. So I plan on running 1 mile a day, and I have a goal to lose 25 pounds in the next 2 months. I know I'm going to do it, and I appreciate everyone's support. I've gotten some great comments on the other social media, on Facebook and Instagram, where I've been posting some updates about that stuff, and I really, really appreciate everyone's positive feedback and support for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at, and I'll give you another update coming up soon as I progress. Oh, and one other thing I want to mention before I head out on my run is on August 12th, I will be flying down to Birmingham, Alabama for work. I'm not sure how many people out here on the channel are in the area that might be interested in a meetup, but I could organize something in that area. We can meet up for like a dinner or something. One day that week. I'll be there from the 12th to the 17th. So if anyone's interested in meeting up and you're in the area, maybe I'll try to schedule something and organize maybe a dinner meetup at one of those nights. So I think that pretty much about covers it. I'm sure there's more that I could tell you about, but I don't want to keep this video too long. I'm probably going to be about 15 minutes into it by the time I get this far. So anyway, I really appreciate everyone who's been sticking around. I know I haven't really been putting out much for content lately. I really appreciate everyone who's been reaching out and has been concerned since you haven't heard from me. But there's a lot of great things happening, and I'm really excited about. I'm trying to get myself organized, and I'm trying not to take on too much at once, although it probably looks like I'm taking on more, but trying to get myself organized so it makes things a lot easier. But anyway, like I said, I really appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate you still being here. Appreciate you joining the channel. And if you're new here and you're just watching this, there's quite a bit of things coming up, and I got a lot of good plans. So if you want to stick around, hit the subscribe button. I think it's going to be interesting. At least I think it will be. So anyway, I will talk to you all on the next video, hopefully in the next week or so. We'll talk to you soon.